Frank Gaffney, General Jerry Boykin, and also Eric Stakelbeck are here. And I asked, at what point, General, do we have not enough blood left in us? And somebody in the military has got to stand up and say, we are being destroyed from within. At what point? Who makes that call? And how do you know when to make that call?
So far, Glenn, what we've seen is it's actually the retired community that has stood up and had a voice on these issues that are impacting our military so much. You know, there was a guy named Harold K. Johnson, former Chief of Staff of the Army, who said he went to his grave regretting that he didn't stand up to Lyndon Johnson over activating the Guard and Reserves. And I must tell you that I think a lot more of our general officers and flag officers need to be thinking in terms of the fact that they're going to have to live with what they do or do not do. And right now it's more a matter of not doing. They're going to have to live with that the rest of their lives. I made some statements when I was in the military, which I was pilloried for in the media. I was received a lot of criticism, but I stand by those things because I believed at that time that they were true, and I know now they've been confirmed to be true. So.
You didn't answer that. Did you notice he didn't answer the question? He didn't answer the question.
Could I offer a suggested answer? Mm-hmm. It's now. This is the point. You know, are we dead? No. Are we on the table bleeding out? Yes, unmistakably. I'll give you an anecdote. I had a conversation with a couple of military personnel yesterday in my office. Senior people, thoughtful people, very much on the case. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say they had never heard of Sharia before. They didn't know about it. They asked how it is that the Muslims who were serving with them had never mentioned it. The expert trainers that they'd brought in, the interfaith dialogues that they've been having, this had never come up. And the reason it's never come up, Glenn, is because it is part and parcel of that plan. That strategic
just so you know,
plan.
This is the plan you were talking about, Eric.
Right.
This is the plan. And in this book, Sharia, the Threat to America, it explains the plan. It breaks it out. This is all in Arabic, so I can't tell you what it says here. This is all been translated, and so you know what they're saying. This is Muslim Brotherhood.
What they're saying is, we will destroy them from within, as Eric said, by their hands. And part of that involves keeping us witless about what they're doing, making it a blasphemy to talk about this, to ensure that the people who are in government offices and in the media and, you know, otherwise opinion shapers or influencers are unnoticed, that they will be racist, bigots, and Islamophobes.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you the story. I was on ABC and signed a big deal with ABC, and it was all glorious and wonderful. The day they announced it, CARE went. CARE came to the table, and they went to Disney and everybody else and damn near shut that thing down. Now, ABC will deny that, and I'm sure they will, and God bless them for that. But I'm telling you, CARE has power beyond people's understanding, and these networks move because of CARE. They have them in their offices. Many of them have, our White House, if I'm not mistaken, have them in the White House.
You know, Glenn, the thing that kills me about CARE's high-level access is they were named as an unindicted co-conspirator in the largest terrorism financing trial in American history. They were named in the largest terror financing trial in U.S. history.
You sure wouldn't hear that anywhere.
You won't.
They're not discredited.
Of course.
You're discredited. You're a kook. You're a kook. You're a kook. I'm a kook. But not them.
And another
We're a danger, not them.
Real quick about the documents that we're talking about, these Muslim Brotherhood documents, I can assure you, Frank and Jerry, I know you can back me up on this, that 95% of our elected officials don't even know they exist.
No, I know.
Let alone have read them. What's the first rule of war, General? Know your enemy.
You know what? Can I tell you something? That infuriates me. I've had a few frank conversations with a few people in Congress. How dare you? How dare you? Did you not raise your hand? What do you think this is, a picnic? What do you think this, what time is it? And you're going to Washington, you The blood of everybody in this nation is on your hands. The freedom of all those who could be free from this point forward, that lose it on your head. You're just going to Washington and you're just kind of, you're getting briefed by some pimply, faced 18-year-old kid who's your age, who's your aide. What are you talking about? Do your own homework. I don't know about you. I know you guys have all lost sleep in the last 10 years doing your own homework, making sure it was right, because you knew your job, and my job were all at stake. So we did our homework and we lost sleep. I have no sympathy for those in Congress who don't know. I will tell you that either in a court, in earthly court or a heavenly court, they will be tried and held accountable for what they didn't do. Back in just a second.
Glenn Beck.
I want you to tell a friend about this show and this network, and I want you to pass this on. These men have risked a lot, and they're telling the truth, and this network is doing the same. And all of us need to stick together, and we need to help each other, because we're battling the forces of darkness, quite honestly. And I ain't going to sit down. Good news is, neither are we. And we have some new friends and some people that have never, ever stood up and gathered together and been activists, and people all over the country and soon all over the world are standing up together. FreedomWorksForUs.com, part of FreedomWorks, they have been offering now for the last month or so a free constitution, and then if you donate $25, they'll send you 10 more pocket constitutions and an activist handbook. They've extended this now for a few more days, and they want you to have it, and so do I. If you believe that you are a watchman, that you see things on the horizon, you need to warn people. Beyond that, you can get involved in many different ways. One of them is to guard and watchdog politics. FreedomWorksForUs.com. Go there, support them, get involved now.